And here it is. My two of my rivals get together this weekend. I'm excited for this game. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I usually like watching this game even when they're not that good. Arkansas is 3-1. A&M is also 3-1. Let's get into Arkansas's offense. They average 30.7 points per game, which is 45th in the country. They're 51st in yards per play. They're number 5 in third down percentage, so they're really good at converting on third down. They're 36th in the country in yards per carry on offense, and they are 61st in passing yards per pass on offense. On defense, like you said, Tyler, they're not great on defense. They're 70th in points per game. They're 70th in yards per play. They're 50th on third down percentage allowed. They allow 3.7 yards per carry, which is 48th in the country. And they have one of the worst defensive lines at getting after the quarterback, only a 2.54% sack rate. That is abysmal. That is 113th in the country out of 134 teams. For A&M on offense, it has not been great so far. 24 points per game even, 80th in the country. Yards per play, they are 73rd in the country. Yards per carry on offense, they are 33rd in the country. I will say this, their offensive line has gotten way better so far this year. Only a 2.56% sack rate. That's 24th in the country. So a much improved offensive line from honestly what A&M's even thought of. Passing yard, or sorry, on defense, 21.0 points per game. That is 43rd in the country. Yards per play is 59th in the country. Rushing is 66th in the country on yards per carry. Passing is 6.8 yards per pass given up, which is 55th in the country. And in this, it's the opposite. Everyone was talking about their D-line. Their D-line does not really get after the quarterback. 4.95% sack rate. That is 81st in the country. Nick Scourton and those guys I thought would be much better at getting after the quarterback. That has not been the case. What is your opinion on this game, Tyler? A&M is favored by 4 in this game, and the over-under here is set at 52.5.
Yeah, I think that's right on the dot, to be honest. I think it's going to be around 31-28, 31-24, somewhere right there. Arkansas, you got to give Taylon Green a lot of credit. He gets a lot. If you look at their third down percentage, he's getting a lot of them through the ground. It's kind of crazy. He did that all game against Auburn. I think in which he had 5 runs in a row on third down, and it was just crazy. That's just what he's been able to do. He's a good playmaker. The problem is with Taylon Green, he kind of makes the mistakes that might cost you the game there. Now, he got lucky against Auburn, I would say, because Auburn's quarterbacks made way more mistakes. But the Oklahoma State game, yeah, I mean, again, they should be 4-0. Arkansas should be 4-0, top 20 in college football, and looking at a potential, letdown game here. And A&M, you could probably say the same. Your 13-13 game, third down and 8 at your own, I believe, 17, and all you needed was about 4 yards. Connor Wigman hits it out to Le'Veon Moss, and he doesn't pull that ball out. In fact, he tucks it in, being a yard short. And if you pick that up, who knows? Maybe you go down and kick a game-winning field goal, win that game 16-13 against Notre Dame. So both these teams really could be 4-0 here. And with Texas A&M, yes, their offensive line's playing a lot better. They've had some bad injuries there. I think Zun is back, which he's their best tackle there. And then it looks like they're just going to go with Marcel Reed. Now, they had a letdown performance last week against Bowling Green, and give Bowling Green a lot of credit. They should have probably beaten Penn State. They were 2 plays away from beating Penn State, probably 2 or 3 plays away from actually beating Texas A&M too. So give Bowling Green a lot of credit here. I think A&M is going to be able to run the football, and I don't think they'll be able to shut down the run completely, because they're not a great rush defense, but they're a decent rush defense, and they know that that's what Arkansas and Bobby Petrino is going to want to do. They're going to try to run Jaquinton Jackson as much as they can and as well as they can. So I like Texas A&M here. It's in Jerry World. I believe this is the last time that it's played in Jerry. This is either the last time or the second to last time that it's played at AT&T Stadium. I like Texas A&M though. I think they'll run the ball just enough, and they just have the better defense. I think it'll be a 31-24 type deal. But give me the Aggies.
Yeah, so I'm going to pick Arkansas again. or and go against you. I just think their offense is able to create enough against this defense, which honestly, looking at the numbers, I thought it was going to be better because they have talent on that side of the ball. They're really talented, and everyone was talking up that side of the ball coming into the season. And I think Taylor Green on the ground, and honestly, if he can make some plays through the air versus this defense. A&M definitely has a slightly better defense, and I think Arkansas has a slightly better offense. I think these are, I mean, because of the number, they're basically two pretty damn even teams. It is going to be interesting. I don't know who's going to start at quarterback here for A&M. I know Mike Elko did say going forward it's going to be a game time decision. I personally, after watching both of them, I think I would go with Marcel Reed. First off, he definitely fits Colin Klein's offense way better. We know what Colin Klein wants to do. He wants to run the ball. If you watch Colin Klein play in college, that's basically the offense he wants executed on the field when he's calling plays. And I think Marcel Reed's more than capable of executing that, especially over Connor Wegman. So it's going to be interesting. I'm honestly just putting my faith more in Taylor Green, which I can't even believe I'm saying because I had him ranked very low coming into the season. But he's beaten my expectations. I think Bobby Petrino is obviously helping him out too, because Bobby Petrino's still a very, very good offensive coordinator. And I'm going to take Arkansas in this game 31-27. So I'm going to take Arkansas to cover the 4. I'll take the 4 points because I am winning that game. And then that would go over the 52.5. So say your score again for me, Tyler.
I had 31-24 Aggies. So okay. I guess I'd take the under, but I would never bet that. But
no, you would take the over. That'd be 55.
Oh, I thought it was 57 for some reason.
No, all right, yeah. I think, and I could have written it down wrong, but I have 52.5 here. So we would both take the over. We're just on opposite sides again, which seems to be the case with all these games.